والسلام عليكم طلابنا حبايبنا طلاب اولى ثانوي، ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ رب تكونوا بخير ان شاء الله. دلوقتي هنحل مع بعض يونت 8 في الاو ليفل، واول حاجه معانا هي اسئله الفوكاب. نبدا ببيج 38 عندك في الكتاب. اول سؤال معانا بيقول the main note of the meeting was to discuss the new rules، فتبقى the main purpose. علي made a kind note to show he supported me، هتبقى gesture. Ahmed encouraged his son Adam to have not in himself، تبقى faith in himself. Khalid tried to note distractions while studying. Avoid. This poem touched the note of everyone who read it، فتبقى the soul. The government held a ceremony to note the 6th of October victory. الأنسر هتبقى commemorate. Answer number B. You need a good note between study and rest. Balance. Interrupting others while they speak is considered not behavior, rude behavior. Ru'a gave the guests a or an not smile at the door، تبقى welcoming smile. Hussam's silence showed not in our discussion. Disinterest، مش مهتم بالنقاش. His not feelings do not usually affect his calm expression. Inner feelings، مشاعره الداخلية ما بتأثرش على تعبير وشه الهادئة. Egyptian people have a strong feeling of not to their homeland, belonging. Mariam helped me note the information I needed for the project. Obtain. Reem worked not on her science project after school. Alone. اشتغلت لوحدها. Egypt tries to make not prevail in the Middle East. The peace prevail، معاهدة سلام. I saw two men greet each other with a strong handshake. Question number 17. I never use not language during discussions، هتبقى disrespectful. The minister came to note the students' achievements، تبقى honor. Love and tolerance are both not values. Spiritual. Our host gave us a or an not welcome at the event. A warm welcome. The archaeological team found a not treasure in a tomb in Luxor. Hidden treasure. Sama felt great not after her classmates supported her. تبقى warm. He needs to know the lesson before doing his homework to understand the lesson. نفهم الدرس بعد كده نحل. To turn on the tablet, nod the power button gently. Press the power button. Heavy clouds are usually not of rainfalls. تبقى sign. Long training sessions help the players develop not in their performance. تبقى harmony. في chemistry كده ما بينهم، في تناغم. I trusted him because he keeps my not safe. تبقى secret safe. The leader praised the soldiers for their acts of not during the war. تبقى acts of honor. Muhammad apologized for his not comment in class. هتبقى impolite بما إنه اعتذر. Love of a charity work not the two volunteers. هتبقى links. Mr. Ahmed asked Mariam to note examples in her answer. هتبقى include. Salma's warm note made us feel welcome. فتبقى warm greeting. The charity organized events to support the local community. Aya felt a or a not sense of happiness after winning the prize. تبقى incredible. Students have to note and learn how to use new vocabulary. To link and learn. أو memorize. شايف إنها تنفع وتنفع بالممرايز أكتر، فخلينا في memorize. She feels shy in front of strangers. الرهاب الاجتماعي. Her not is what makes her willing to accept new challenges. هتبقى enthusiasm. A or a note is a body movement used to show message or feeling. فتبقى gesture. Note is a polite action or word used when meeting someone. Greeting. The adjective note describes behavior that shows lack of respect. فتبقى rude. Means related to the human spirit, feelings, or inner feeling. تبقى spiritual. To note is to get something by effort or work. تبقى greet. بعد كده نخش على page 42 ونكمل حل. هنا عندنا 5 اختيارات نختار منهم 2. They were polite during the school meeting. Polite here is an antonym of offensive and rude. The material interests controlled his decisions. Material here is an antonym of spiritual and inner. His sacred writings inspired the whole group. Sacred here is a synonym of spiritual and emotional. Ignoring your classmates' ideas can damage your group work. Ignoring here is an antonym of respecting and honoring. Lynn showed complete apathy during that debate. Apathy here is a synonym of honor and politeness. The ceremony aimed to celebrate the school's history. Celebrate here is a synonym of commemorate and honor. The ceremony ended with a final farewell. Farewell here is an antonym of greeting and salutation. We maintain balance during the discussion. Balance here is a synonym of unity and harmony. The coach praised the team for their great effort. Praise here is a synonym of honor and credit. I tried to forget the painful event. Forget here is an antonym of commemorate and remember. The crowd gave me a warm welcome at the ceremony. Welcome here is a synonym of a greeting with salutation. The sky appeared clear after the heavy storm. Clear here is an antonym of hidden and unseen. He gave a signal to start the presentation. Signal here is a synonym of gesture and sign. The students joined two areas smoothly. Joined here is a synonym of linked and connected. The teacher asked them to overlook small mistakes. Overlook here is an antonym of remember. لا معلش ادم الانتونيم يبقى ignore and forget. Then remember synonym. The teacher encouraged students to gain new skills. Gain here is a synonym of obtain and acquire. The two ideas seemed related in several ways. Related here is a synonym of linked and connected. Good people not in peace with everyone around them. تبقى show in peace. Live in peace. Good leaders try to not bridges between different groups. هتبقى build bridges. مش bridges اللي هي بمعنى الحرف اللي هي كباري، لا اللي هي تكسر التلج ما بينهم، تخلي كل الجروبس متفاعلة مع بعضها. If I have no desire to discuss a topic, I may not disinterest may show disinterest. مش مهتم بالتوبيك دوت. Students must not trust by being honest and kind. Build trust. We should always not respect toward teachers and classmates. تبقى show respect. When you meet someone new, it's polite to say hello. Young people sometimes have to note challenges during their studies. تبقى face challenges. بيمر بعقبات وصعوبات. The science fair included students from around the world. In this context, around the world means from different countries. Answer number C. The teacher told the class that kind language can help build bridges with others. Here, build bridges with words mean create understanding through communication ولا increase distance between people. لأ. Avoid conversations completely. لأ. Make arguments stronger. لأ. فهتبقى أول واحدة. Answer number A. When the new student arrived, the class gave him a warm bread welcome. In this situation, warm bread welcome means a really friendly welcome. Answer number D. Each culture differs not others in its tradition. Differs from others. Lean comes not Shobra, but from Shobra. Omar agreed not his classmates about the project idea. Agreed with. People in Japan often greet one another not a paw, with a paw. After driving for 6 hours, we finally arrived at our destination. طب ليه مش location أو position؟ اللي احنا قالك وصلنا وجهتنا مش موقعنا. They're not across the Atlantic Ocean on a ship took 2 weeks. مش هتبقى flight ولا trip، هتبقى voyage. طب ليه voyage؟ ما كلهم بيقولوا رحلة وكلهم فيهم سفر. voyage هي الوحيدة اللي بتدل إن أنت بتتكلم عن رحلة خدت مدة زمنية طويلة. هو حدد لك هنا وقال لك 2 weeks، ما قالكش 2 hours ولا 2 days. 2 days حتى بالنسبة للسفر مهلة قليلة. أنت مثلا مسافر، لو مسافر في البحر ممكن تسافر في يومين بس، لكن هنا بيقول لك 2 weeks، فبالتالي تبقى voyage. It is a long not from Cairo to Aswan by train. هنا قال لك برضو ان هي مدة طويلة، بس هنا حدد لك ان هي بالقطر ومن كايرو لأسوان، ما عداش محيط مثلا زي اللي فوق، قال لك Atlantic Ocean، فبالتالي هتبقى journey. Please note the book on the desk carefully. هتبقى lay. إجابة number B. Yesterday he felt sick, so he not in bed all morning. تبقى lay برضو. إجابة number C. Hens not eggs which we can eat for breakfast. تبقى lay برضو. إجابة number B. وخلي بالك كل واحدة من دول بتدي ميني غير التانية. هنا أول واحدة بيقول لك ضع الكتاب على المنضدة أو على الديسك من فضلك أو بالراحة، والتاني بيقول لك هو تعبان عشان كده فضل فارد جسمه على السرير طول اليوم، والتالتة بيقول لك أن الدجاجة وضعت بيضة. هنا مش نفس اللي هي بتاعت بوك، هي معنى تاني أصلا، فبالتالي كلهم نفس الكلام بس بيدوا مينينج مختلف، فأنت ركز في سياق الجملة عشان تفهم المينينج بتاع الكلمة ديت. You should. يلا بينا نخش على page 48 وأول جرامر معانا. أول سؤال بيقول I not to school every day، هتبقى I go to school every day. My mom not a book when she has free time، تبقى read. They not play football when they have a lot of homework، تبقى they don't. My dad doesn't not pizza، he like chicken، تبقى doesn't like. Not you ready for breakfast، فتبقى are you ready. Not your grandparents live in a big house or in an apartment، تبقى do your parents. I not go to the park every weekend، فيبقى I don't go to the park every weekend. Not your sister play the domino أو play piano، Do your sister play piano? The babies not watch TV. تبقى don't. You like chocolate? Do you like chocolate? Not it rain a lot in winter. فتبقى does it rain a lot in winter? My parents not television very often. They prefer reading. My parents don't watch. There is an action film tonight. It's not at 9 p.m. It starts. Water not at 100 degrees Celsius. فتبقى water boils. Hani not late for work, which annoys his manager. فتبقى Hani is sometimes late for work. 17. Finish your homework before dinner. Do you always finish your homework before dinner? 18. Like staying in a Friday evening. فتبقى sometimes I feel like staying in on Friday evening. Not my friends go hiking in the mountains. Often my friends ثانية ما ينفعش over لوحدها. فبالتالي every week my friends go hiking in mountains. My mother not sees her relatives who live abroad. She doesn't see them very often. هتبقى often برضه. ممكن seldom عشان حاجة مش متكررة كتير فخليها seldom أحسن. Not the bus to work but today she drove her car. هتبقى Jana usually take. Not my grandmother to check on her. Once a week I call my grandmother. Nabil not late for school, so the teacher is angry with him. Nabil is always late. Which of the following is incorrect or not correct? طبعا هتبقى إجابة number C. First I get into my room, then I made my bed. Which sentence is not correct in the present simple tense? تبقى where does Nabil lives عشان ما ينفعش does تبقى live مع اس. My train not at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. تبقى my train leaves. What time not tonight? تبقى what time is the movie starting? If you not ice, eat not quickly. تبقى if you heat ice, it melts quickly. Even though my dad is very busy, he always not time for his family on weekends. تبقى he always makes time. My mother not in ghosts, no matter what anyone says. تبقى my mom doesn't believe. The new semester not next month, according to the university. تبقى the new semester starts. Which sentence uses the present simple? Which sentence uses the present simple to describe a long-term situation? تبقى Ala works as a doctor. The author not frequently write up about social issues. تبقى doesn't. Hilal not always present at the key meeting. تبقى is always. Not she believes in the necessity of this reform. But does she believe? The conference not every summer at the university. تبقى takes place. The store not open on Sundays فتبقى the store doesn't open. Never not French fluently and never do they speak. Although Tamer in Cairo, he often visits his hometown in Upper Egypt. Although Tamer lives in Cairo, كمل انت الجملة بقى. My son not always remember to lock the door. But my son doesn't always remember. My friend Samia not telling me the same story over and over again. But keeps. Every time my dad not to cook, he burns something. But every time my dad tries. Judy doesn't not where the library is, but doesn't know. At the moment my wife not her mistake, she apologizes immediately. But realizes. The committee not every Monday but meets. 46 not you understand the implications of this theory فبتبقى do you. طاهر not reads about philosophy فتبقى طاهر never reads about philosophy. Scientists not groundbreaking discoveries every year make عشان ده جمع. When Hala not she will bring good news. When Hala arrives, she will bring a good news. One of the students in my class not from Bangladesh. Comes from Bangladesh. Writing essay not a lot of skills, but it requires. Neither Ali's wife nor his children not that he lost his job. No. Today's news not surprising is surprising. ليه؟ لأن news مش countable ما ينفعش تقول new. When the party not we will go home by bus. تبقى when the party ends. Most students not career plans before they graduate. تبقى make. The bunch of flowers that she not to buy very expensive. She wants to buy are. Hind not finish her homework on time. تبقى doesn't usually. Iman not to the gym after work. تبقى Iman goes. The teacher not the students a lot of homework. تبقى gives the students a lot of homework. إنه مفيش حاجة هنا تدل على الماضي. I'll give you a ring when I'm not in Paris. يبقى when I am in Paris. لما أبقى في باريس يعني أبقى أديك الخاتم ده. Hussam always not in his homework after school. فتبقى Hussam always do his homework after school. فلو expression do بس عشان حسام مفرد فهنغير do does عشان تدي نفس المينينج. مش تبقى do هتبقى does. In kindergarten, teacher not students the alphabet and the spelling of simple words. فتبقى usually teach. ماشي سوري يا شباب هنغير اللي فوق ديت هنخليها usually doesn't. عشان المفروض verb to be يجي بعد usually. Which of the following is structurally correct? تبقى is عادل ready for the race. إجابة number C. Ibrahim not his email. هتبقى frequently checks. ودلوقتي معنا الريرايت. أول سؤال بيقول it is his habit to get up early. فتبقى he always gets up early. تاني سؤال بيقول she doesn't eat meat وعايزة نحط never فتبقى she never eats meat. سؤال number 3 بيقول they play football on Fridays وعايزة نحط when السؤال هيبقى when do they play football. Question number 4. I go to the club 3 times a week. هتبقى how often do you go to the club. Question number 5. Ali is a clever student. عايز نحط the boys في الجملة. The boys are clever students. Question number 6. We don't walk to school. عايز نحط ايه في الجملة فهتبقى he doesn't walk to school. Yes, she speaks French well. عايز نحط does هتبقى سؤال. السؤال هيقول does she speak French well? أحمد arrives at school late. هتبقى أحمد often arrives at school late. وممكن برضو نقولها أحمد often arrives at school early لأن هو بيقول لك إن هو arrives at school late. ممكن في حالات قليلة إن هو بيوصل قليل متأخر قصدي، وحالات قليلة إن هو بيوصل في ميعاده أو بدري. ف لك حرية تختار تكتب بعد سكول بس خليها ليت زي ما هي أفضل. بعد كده معانا translation. أول واحدة هتبقى إجابتها number D، بعدها number C، بعد كده double B. إجابتين ورا بعض number P يعني. بعد كده معانا page 58. The students used informal speech in the playground. The word informal is the synonymous with casual and colloquial. The teacher tried to clarify the rules. Clarify is an antonym of confuse and bewilder. He interrupted his friend. Interrupted is the synonym of broken in and cut off. The two countries agreed not to disconnect their trade relations. Disconnect here is an antonym of connect and link. The old bridge connected the two towns. The word bridge here is a synonym of connection and link. We need to connect all the ideas in one paragraph. The word connect here is a synonym of join and attach. The students were puzzled by the unclear message. Puzzled in synonymous with bewildered and confused. The argument created a clear separation between the two teams. Here, separation is an antonym of agreement and connection. The head teacher asked for a formal tone in the report. Formal here is an antonym of informal and casual. Misused words can usually note misunderstanding between cultures. هتبقى cause. During conversations, we should always note eye contact. تبقى make eye contact. Learning about other cultures helps students not open-minded. تبقى grow. After studying for hours, you should not a short rest. Take a short rest. Learning new languages cannot peace between nations. تبقى promote. Good listeners always note their understanding before they respond. تبقى check their understanding. In class, students must note attention to important instructions. تبقى pay attention. Life experiences cannot patience and understanding تبقى learn أو معلش teach. You are the one who gonna be learn. Languages have similar sounds. For instance, Italian and Spanish share many words. What does for instance mean in the context? For example, Sama loves to video chat, not her friend in other countries. فتبقى with. My friend Magdi and I have many things in common. What does have many things in common mean in the context? تبقى they share similar interests or experiences. We can reach the information we need at the click of button. What does the click of button means in the context? تبقى very quickly and easily. بدوس الزرار. I believe not working hard and being honest. تبقى believe in. Kind language can be a bridge connecting the world. What does a bridge connecting the world means in the context? Build the real buildings around bridges around over rivers أكيد لأ. تبقى help people understand and unite. I find it hard to open up, not new people, but she is getting better. تبقى to open up to. مش أي حد بس لما أجي أحكي له قصة حياتي زي ما في ناس منكم بتعمل. Learning languages can open a window to new ideas. What does open a window to not means in this context? تبقى give access to new experiences. The instructions were so not that nobody understood them. تبقى so confusing. She apologized for her not behavior in the class. فتبقى interrupting. Some old poems are not easily not because they use old language. فتبقى not easily translatable. Similar sentence can cause a lot of not to students in exams. تبقى confusion. The loud noise caused an unexpected note during the lesson. تبقى interruption. Not only the players but also the coach not to win the match. تبقى want. طب ليه؟ ما هو هنا players جمع ماشي، بس احنا بنتكلم او بنختار الفيرب بناء على الضمير اللي قبله. هنا ده coach مفرد، فعشان كده جبنا الفيرب فيه s. Not only not hard but she also got higher marks أو high marks. فتبقى did she study. She isn't happy not being very rich. تبقى although أو despite. بص احنا هنخليها although وبرضه اتأكدوا من المستر فيها لحد ما نوصل، عشان أنا شايف إن despite المفروض يجي بعدها off. تبقى despite of being، لكن هنا مفيش of قبل being، فخليها although مؤقتة. Education plays a very important note in the development of any country. هتبقى rule below. ودلوقتي معانا page 63 وقربنا نخلص الفيديو يا شباب، فانجزوا معايا الدنيا. The tone of a blog post is the writer's attitude. Sentence is a blog post should be not short and clever and clear قصدي. The audience of a blog post expects writing that is clear and friendly. A good blog post starts with welcome readers. A warm greeting. The opening greeting of the blog post is meant to welcome the readers. The background of a blog post includes information, introducing the topic, معلش. The main story focus on not تبقى personal event. Sharing real feelings helps the writer become meaningful. Sharing true moments helps the post become more real. The reflection part usually explains lesson learned. The final message gives reader advice or inspiration. The best ending is advice, short and impractical. Impactful. Short and impactful يا شباب. Adding emojis can make the post more lively. ما ينفعش تبقى aggressive. Writers add emojis in blog posts mainly to add emotion. بس هنا فوق. A blog post is mainly used to the personal experience. The word audience refers to the readers of the blog. The expression in a text means a meaningful phrase. بعد كده page 65 معناها التست on unit 8. The two teams fell into a disagreement after the match. Disagreement here is an antonym of unity and harmony. The villagers held a yearly ceremony to honor their heroes. Honor here is a synonym of praise and respect. The school group projects create strong knot between students from different classes. هتبقى links. When we meet a stranger, we nod them politely. تبقى greet. To nod is to remember and honor an important person or event with a ceremony. تبقى commemorate. The speech affected the students spiritually. Nadine felt not when she listened to her friend's problem. تبقى empathy. Your not rises when running or doing physical activities. فتبقى heartbeat. نبضة قلبك. When I was in Alexandria, I always not to the beach. تبقى I always went to the beach. Not teaching students of mixed abilities. تبقى do you use to. Did you use to معلش. Don't go out until your work not. تبقى is done. Father is used to paying tasty sweets for us. This sentence means this is a present habit. لا ثانية لما قال لك used to تبقى past habit. A blog post uses a personal voice to show the writer's identity and style. A friendly tune means writing in a warm way. بعد كده معانا القطعة. أول سؤال هتبقى إجابته خلينا نقراه. The brothers learn about plants through self-learning. هما اللي اكتشفوا مع نفسهم. The invitation of the first plant was in North Carolina in early 20th century. If the Wilbur brothers hadn't invented the first plane, people wouldn't have flown anywhere. The Wright brothers succeeded in building the first plane because they never gave up. The central idea of the passage is two brothers' dream. The Wright flyer صح. was different from a glider as it is had an engine and propeller. The underline it refers to the glider. بعد كده معانا أسئلة الترجمة translate. أول واحدة هتبقى B شهر كل ده وتاني واحدة إجابتها C. وأنا هجاوب الستوري بصراحة. مريم always does the cooking at midday. هتبقى the cooking is always done by مريم at midday. بعد كده معانا تاني واحدة بتقول I ate only an egg for breakfast. فتبقى an egg was eaten for breakfast. هنحولها لباسيف. وبكده نكون خلصنا فيديو النهاردة. فيديو خفيف اهو، يعني حل يونت كاملة ما خدش الساعة اللي تلت. أتمنى تكونوا وصلتوا لحد المرحلة ديت في الفيديو يعني، أو الوقت ده في الفيديو ما كروتوش وما كرفتوش أصلا الفيديو يعني وما شفتوش خالص. لو شفت الفيديو يعني اكتب مكرونة بشاميل اللي في الكومنتات، أتأكد إن أنت قريتها كده للآخر أو سمعت الفيديو للآخر. وكل سنة وأنتم طيبين. السلام عليكم.